Hi, everybody. Leanne Holitza here at the Healing Studio. It's time for our weekly Oracle check-in. All right. So we are going to, as always, use our Yantra deck. And then today we're going to use the Cosmic Cat because we need a little levity around here. All right. So this is how it works. If you haven't played this game before with me, you got to type me, please, in the comments to get a card. I will get to as many people as I can in the time we have together. I normally get to everybody or go a little bit over if I have to, but I always say that disclaimer just in case we get like a crazy amount. Some of you have figured out if you go on YouTube, it'll let you comment earlier. So you're the ones who end up at the top of the list. The earliest comment was at 6:30 this morning. Whoosh. Good for you, Kimberly. Okay. So couple of announcements coming to the end of the year, believe it or not. As we come into holiday season, we still have our sound baths, we still have our drum circle, we have our group healings, and there's a couple extra things. Like there's a guided group healing, or not a guided group healing, sorry, guides group, like where we're talking to the guides as a group. There's also a light council 2-hour event, the intentions and affirmations classes at the end of the year, and then we have a couple of new moons still coming. So just to put it on your calendar if you want to participate. Some of that stuff is virtually, there's a virtual option, so just FYI on that. Let's see, I'll show you what I'm playing with today. I borrowed a little sandstone buffalo. Look at his little eyeball. He has he's a sandstone, and he has, I'm giving him a gender, has a really strong grounding presence, but also kind of like overtime wisdom to it. Okay. So if you want to use sandstone, it's also good for some physical healing stuff, good for some soothing of pain, that kind of stuff. So get yourself some sandstone. This is the spray I'm using today. Amanda Ellis Rose Gold. Okay. So this one says that it's for stellar gateway chakra. Okay. So we're going to just use that today to help kind of repair anything that needs repaired, spruce things up. All right. And then we're going to do the yantra deck. Here we go. This is your reading. This is a start of your reading. This is our group week energy. Okay. And then we will go on to our personal readings. I would say, please listen the whole time, because messages start to come up over and over. Once we start to see a message 3 times, it is a message that is coming to us about the collective. It is for all of us. If you hear a message that sounds like it's for you, it probably is also for you. The guides like to put you guys together. All right, so here we go. Beginning of the week. We are working on embrace and loving unconditionally. That card indicates that there is some judgmental energy in the air, a little conditional love, a little bit of not being open to everybody being a divine being. Okay. The week is asking you to work on your communication and being impeccable. It's sideways. So really it wants you to listen more than talk. Okay. So this is very much a listen more than talk, ask questions, don't make assumptions week. Okay. And then lastly, we've got the attitude sideways card. So at the end of the week, we still might be wanting to say no to some things. Sometimes our judgmental energy is that no, right? It's like, oh, I'm judging this as bad, so I don't like it. And that's healthy judgment. When it becomes that you're wrong and I'm right, that's when we get a kind of cross over the energetic lines. But this attitude card is saying there's still some stuff we want to say no to, are saying no to, that kind of thing. Okay. All right. Let's do the 1, 2, 3s. Okay, so here's your personal card to start off. Just really sink into what number feels like it's your number. Okay, so 1, 2, or 3. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is your first card, building on the reading I just gave you. If you picked 1, you're being exposed. Okay, time to come clean. The mistakes that you've made, admit it, fess up to it. If you need to clarify some truths, do it. That's what this is for you this week. If you pick 2, you're going to work on courage and reaching for the stars. That's the cat. Okay, so this week for you, it's really taking a leap, really trusting that things are going in the right direction, and really going a little bit further than maybe feels comfortable. And then last but not least is indulgence. If you picked 3, it's a week to permission to pamper. Just relax and sit by the pool kind of thing. Okay, So there is the first order of business. Now let's get into our me pleases. Kimberly's coming in at 6:30 in the morning, and burnout proof leaders right behind her. You early birds, you. All right, here we go. Okay, so Kimberly, you're working out the truth, okay? So this is really let it show. See how there's like the little kind of even sad cat on the side? If you just whatever feelings you're having, truthful feelings this week, okay? Really important for you to really honor yourself. Who cares if you're people pleasing? Who cares if you're fitting in? This is a week to be really truthful about who and where you are at, okay? Who you are and where you're at. Katie, if you picked 2, you're getting a double down, okay? Reach for the stars. Go, go, go. You got this week is going to be a week where they just kind of want you to stretch yourself, okay? Stretch yourself in and out of that comfort zone even further. I know you're probably like, oh my gosh, how much more do I have to do? Well, they're like, you got this. Keep going. Leap. Okay, Nicole, Seth, and Addison. Nicole, entitlement. Check your prima donna this week. Okay. So look out for that thing that you've expected to get that maybe isn't just yours to have. That entitlement energy might be yours, it might be someone else's. But either way, entitlement is missing some gratitude, missing some reverence. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. Seth, you're going to be working this week on aloof and seek non-attachment. Okay. So non-attachment is, kind of difficult for us as people because we always have things we want and expectations. And this week, just kind of see if you can remember the message that we're just being asked to listen, not talk. Just listen some more and listen as best you can with just neutrality. Like that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with me. Okay. Addison, you want to work on being frisky, okay? So time to play. Have some fun. Find some things to do that make you really just giggle and have some fun with your days, okay? Heidi, working the Broncos today. Okay. Well, Heidi, you're going to also work on aloofness. You might be bringing this around for third time's a charm for us because Seth just got this. Step back. Try to not be attached. Don't take anything personally. Read the 4 Agreements if you guys haven't read that book. It's a really good one to remind us that it's not always about us, okay? So stay aloof this week. Gina, your focus this week is indulgence. If you picked 3, you're doubling down, okay? Second time we've seen this card. Okay, permission to pamper. It's okay to do the things. You don't have to be in that lack mindset. You can be in the indulgence mindset. Kelly and Matthew. Kelly, this week you want to focus on being frisky and time to play. Okay, so just finding intentional fun, intentional playfulness, giggles, laughter, people who make you laugh. Matthew, you're going to focus on pouncing on the opportunity. Okay, so this week is a week for you to act. Act on those things that you have said you wanted. If you don't know what action there is to take, ask for clarity from your guides. Ask it to be easy and obvious. But this week is a week of action. Okay, get your to-do list and start checking it off, the guide said. All right. Jenny, have some discernment this week, okay? Take a closer look. This goes with that, like, I was thinking of the cat and the mouse. Goes with that idea that, listen, not just talk. Don't make assumptions. Look closer. Really kind of keep your eyes open this week. Just because there is some energy around wanting us to see a certain way doesn't mean we have to see it that way, okay? Courtney, you're working on fullness and giving thanks, okay? So really having some indulgence energy for yourself as far as like, even just that cozy bed, wake up in the morning, just being really full of your life and feeling like there's really not a lot more to want, even if there is, right? All right, Cara, these cards are quick. The guides are... You're going to work on the truth this week, okay? So it's okay. I really am drawn to the crabby cat right there. Because it's like, it's okay. You don't have to be happy all the time. You don't have to pretend to be happy all the time. You can give yourself a little truth this week, okay? Be honest with the people around you of where you're at. Tatiana, You're working on some independence and being on your own. Okay. So this week is a week for you to really get yourself into doing things on your own, doing things by yourself, having a little bit of time even alone would be good. But just kind of trusting, because that's where your confidence builds, is when you can trust yourself. Right. All right. Diane. Oh, entitlement for you too. Check your prima donna. Watch out for that entitlement energy. I am getting the sense that it's, really not going to serve us to just be entitled, because we want to work for the things we really want, and we want to feel like we did it and we have confidence that we did it. So just kind of be aware where you are just expecting things to happen and where it might be time to put some awareness around the entitlement energy. Tiff, you're working with the hunter energy this week, okay? Stay with the process. Stay on the task. Keep your eyes open. You're getting there, but you have something to stalk, something to be with, to just really keep going with, okay? Cynthia, for this week, you're going to focus on third time's a charm, you guys. Courage, reach for the stars. So that means this is for all of us this week, because this is the third time we've seen it. For you, Cynthia, it's even more important, but I'm going to read a little bit of it, okay? Okay, I'm going to read the little questions. Thoughts to stalk, it says. Identify something you want, but are afraid you can't get or can't obtain it. Name the fear that comes up for you and just observe what happens in your body when you feel it. Talk to your fear. Let it know you're aware of it and acknowledge its purpose. Take an action that can change your state of mind and being from merely fearful to courageous. Okay? For all of us this week, a little courage. Jump a little bit harder, higher, more, even if you're afraid. Miranda, you're going to be working with being assertive. Okay. Take your place at the table. You belong there. It's your seat. You have a voice. Your essence and your contributions matter this week. So really belly up to that table and give yourself an opportunity to say what you know you need to say. Okay. Catherine, receive for you. Accept the gifts. Yes. Thank you. More please for you this week. Give yourself a chance to just not have to earn it, not have to like, oh, what do I owe you now? Because you've given this to me. But instead, just thank you. Thank you for that. And the universe is balancing out generosity. Okay. Cece, you're being asked to be assertive too and take your place at the table. Okay. Your voice matters. Your vision matters. Sometimes people don't, it's an inconvenient truth kind of thing, but it's okay for you to just step up and say what you think and what you want to happen next. Okay. Lisa, you're going to be the instigator. Got to start something. Okay. So, Lisa, this week, just, reach out, collaborate. I'm hearing from your guides, maybe collaborate a little bit more with other people and kind of instigate conversation, stimulating conversation. Maybe it's a little bit oppositional, but it doesn't have to be like discord. Okay. It's just growth. Tanya, ooh, you're the wild cat this week. Woohoo. You never know what's lurking. Okay. So just be that could be you. It could be something else. Just kind of pay attention to the periphery. Pay attention to who might be out there wanting to just get what they want to get and not really follow the rules. Okay. So that's kind of feels a little bit ominous, doesn't it? Janelle, third time's a charm, you guys. So here we go. This is our next card for all. Assertive. Take your place at the table. I'm going to get the questions out. Here we go. Ready? What is something you want or need that you're afraid to ask for? How can you ask for what you need in a way that respects you and others? Who do you need to make a request of? Practice being more direct in a compassionate way with someone you trust by saying, I need, fill in the blank. Are you willing to give or provide that? And notice what happens next when you're more direct energy, asking more directly what you need. Okay. Donnie, you got conundrum up in the air. Okay. So this week, things are not necessarily settled. So when you're in a conundrum, you kind of sometimes just have to wait for help to arrive, wait for clarity, especially remember the listening card. Okay. Janice, you are going to be working with comfort. Okay. Take it and give it. Okay. Little bit of love, little bit of time, with the people who just bring your heart rate down and bring you into a calmer space. Okay. Christy. Okay, you're also working with conundrum energy. See how they kind of put them together, you guys? It's because they kind of want to keep the topic going. So, Christy, this week, you might feel really torn, and that may feel like there's no answers or no obvious answers. And that may be just for right now. Okay, we've all survived a lot. We've all survived a little. We've all thrived and we've all not thrived, so just give yourself a minute. Kira, this week you're going to be working on improvisation. Just make it up. Who cares? There's no rules, really, is there? I mean, there are some agreements we make to treat each other in certain ways, which are good. But, when it comes to being yourself, just be yourself. Just improvise. Finn, your focus this week is exploration and stepping outside your boundaries, okay? So give yourself a little opportunity to just reach further than you maybe would if you were not focused on this energy, okay? To get out of your comfort zone. That's kind of the message anyway with the exploration for all of us. Denise, you're working with fullness and giving thanks, okay? So really do get into that energy of waking up in the morning and just being like, well, I'm waking up. I get to wake up. I'm here another day. I have another life day to live life kind of thing, okay? Kimberly, surprise. Oh my God. Okay, now I know that one's going to feel a little bit like, wait, what? So something's going to happen. Okay, so some surprise is coming your way this week. And, it's just like the forecast. Just ground, center, 5 tools of protection, and be ready for it to come. You got this. Karen, oh, you're being the joker this week. Stir it up. Poke the bear. Be a little mischievous. Be a little bit like, I don't think you can get away with that anymore. That kind of energy. Okay. Robin, your focus this week is on manifest. From thought to form, dream of the thing. Keep it in mind. Check your thoughts and your belief systems around getting what you think you want. That kind of stuff. Okay. Chris, 4th time for the courage. Okay. Reach for the stars, you guys. This is for all of us. This is a focus this week. It says you may have avoided obstacles or challenges to having, doing, and being more in your life to avoid feelings of fear. You may fear what you believe will be others' reactions, judgments, and criticisms when you intentionally change something in your life. Though it becomes common knowledge that what we resist persists when it comes to being courageous and stepping through the fear, you may be hesitant due to either obsession with history or a non-existent future. Okay? All right. All right. Austin. Wisdom. Look at that. Let your light shine. Let your knowledge of yourself go into a space where you really just, just be you and let that be enough. And talk about what the truth is. Okay? Hannah, you are going to work on your expectation. Expect the best. Okay? Get in there. Get the expectations that what life is going to treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. Not every day, but this week, have some positive expectations and expect the best. Kalina, you are working on improvisation and just making things up. Okay, so just go with the flow. Don't necessarily have a strategy for yourself. Just be you. Okay, make it up as you go. Okay. Wildcat, you never know what's lurking. Okay, so keep an eye out for those beings. Keep an eye out for those beings that are taking advantage of situations, is what I'm hearing from your guides. Okay, ooh, do some being work this week. If you don't know what that means, you guys, it's just a little bit of extra energy awareness around disembodied negativity. Okay, Ian, you're going to work with grace. Everyone is connected, everything that's going on, just a little grace, a little holding space, that kind of stuff. Charlie's going to focus on the week with secret. Okay, let the cat out of the bag. What is it really, Charlie, that you need everyone to know? What is the secret behind what you're feeling, what's going on for you? And can you share it and take it out of the bag? Okay, Stephanie, you're working with equilibrium and finding your balance. Okay, so really just kind of swinging back and forth to let yourself notice that you're coming to center. All right. Now, Kay has made a request for the connections class that is going on here this weekend and for the next 8 months. This is an advanced Reiki healer program that Stephanie teaches. All right, Kate, exploration, step outside your boundaries. Okay, so really get yourself out of your comfort zone. There's way more than your mind is even let you know. And it'll start off as knowledge and then it'll integrate into wisdom. Rachel, this week, be assertive. Okay, so this is the 4th time we've seen this. So this is for all of us. I'm going to read a little bit more of it just for all of us. Okay. What you are now called to do is take your place at the table by first insisting that you have one, not by taking anyone else's, but speaking from your heart about what you are needing. Being this different may feel foreign to you. Being this direct, may feel foreign to you as it takes place of complaining or hoping someone can read your mind. Okay, so ask directly. Okay, Ellen, 3rd time's a charm for the exploration card now. Okay, so step outside your boundaries, Ellen. Get out there and decide. Now it's for all of us now, so I'm going to read a little bit of the questions. Okay. What are you already ready to let go of and can give you time and space to explore more? Release those. Organize the people and resources that can help you with your journey and exploration, whether it's taking a class, good job, or workshop, or by booking a trip around the world. Begin your exploration by doing your homework and finding the information you need. Okay. So nice. Good work, you guys. Getting all connected. That's for all of us this week. Okay. Blossoming lotus, work on your safety. Okay. Find your pocket. It's not necessarily bad. Just, stay out of the fray. There's a lot of craziness going on. Just stay in your safe spot. Okay. Okay. Shannon, 3rd time's a charm for the wild cat. So now it's all of ours to look into. All right. So we're supposed to step out, but look out because there's, the wild cats out there. Don't be afraid though. Just step out. All right. Here we go. The wildcat questions are you totally invested in one outcome or are you open to the unexpected? What fears do you need to meet and greet to better prepare yourself for whatever results or outcomes occur? What tools work for you to release stress and return to an open and expanded state? Okay, for all of us, open and expanded state, explore, go out there, do it, that kind of thing. All right. Joan, receive. Accept the gift. Yes, thank you. More, please, when it comes. Okay. So this week, you don't have to earn it. You don't have to keep tabs on it. You don't owe anybody anything if you say thank you and receive. Just know that it just is coming to you right now. Okay. This is a week of receiving. Gracious receiving, your guides just said. Stephanie. Okay. Truth. Let it show. This is 3rd time's charm card. All right. So we are all doing it. Let's do a little bit of looking into what the questions are. What is something you want or need to communicate that you've been sitting on? So see, we're kind of in like this stretch out, be direct, be truthful, write down and say it out loud, and then consider sharing it with who you need to share it with. What is your favorite form of expression? Have you been expressing yourself this way? And what is a new form of expression that you can learn about or experiment with? Make the time. Okay. Clara. Oh. 3rd time's a charm for fullness. See, we start to really get the messages, you guys. Explore, enjoy, ask, be direct, ask for what you need. And look, I pulled right to the fullness page. So create a gratitude journal. Record at least 3 things each day that you're grateful for. Be grateful in advance for what you want to show up. Acknowledge and thank people everywhere you go for whatever service, kindness, or just presence has graced your life. Watch what happens when we are using the magic of gratitude. All right. Max. Okay. Assertive. Take your place. Say what you need to say. Step into it. Ask for what you need. That's like the 5th time we've seen it now. So it's for all of us, but Max, you're especially doubling down on that. Be assertive this week. Okay. Direct. Your guides just said. Very direct, not manipulative. All right. 3rd time's a charm on this one. Habiba. Aloof. Seek non-attachment. Okay. So although we're being asked to reach for the stars, be direct, we also are being asked to detach. What dramas, situations, or people do you need to step back from for your own health and well-being? How would you respectfully excuse yourself from the situations and interactions? When does being aloof serve you? Okay. So be a little non-attached this week, everyone. All right. Terry. Oh, 3rd time's a charm for entitlement. Okay, check your prima donna, everyone. Okay, so gratitude, take it in, but don't be entitled, I think is what we're kind of getting told, right? Okay, I'm going to go to entitlement real quick here, read you some questions. All right, where in your life do you demand or expect to be seen? What conscious and unconscious ways do you seek acknowledgement? Who has this expectation most impacted and in what ways? Who are you making see you versus who, where can you just be direct and ask for what you need? Okay. Eli, focus. Eye on the prize this week. Okay. Focus, focus, focus. That's going to be really important. It'll get you where you want to go when you give yourself that focus. Natalie. Oh, third time's a charm for improvisation. Make it up as you go. Okay, so we're having the courage, we are being direct, and we are wrapping up new problems. Okay, so this says, have you been presented with a new problem to solve or wrap your tail around? If no one knows what's best or right answer is, it's time to improvise. What fears come up about heading out to a new trail or getting out of the box? Knowledge these as you approach your new situation or challenge. Lots of newness messages, you guys. Lots of stretching. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, we're all getting told this week this is going to be a stretch week. Okay, Andrea. Oh, fourth time for the wildcat. Okay, you'll never know what's lurking. So while we're stretching, we want to be aware of that wildcat energy. I'm going to bring up a few more words. It's our job to learn to be patient, observant, and as ready as we can be for what may come. That can be as simple as feeding your curiosity by taking a closer look at your choices and decisions before leaping forward. Okay, so stay curious, stay wild, improvise, but don't be entitled. All right, Deanna, you are working on prosperity. Have it all. Okay, so you get the little prosperity cat. Cute. All right, so this week for you, they want you to have it all. All right, well, if you're still lurking, I have a couple minutes left here. I'm going to go ahead and throw a card for Matt, but if you haven't typed me, please type me, please, if you would still like a card and you've been hanging out quietly. If not, I'll just summarize here in a minute what we got. But Matt, you're going to work with the wildcat energy too. Okay, so that's coming up and up, you guys. So now we need to really pay attention as a whole. So I'm going to read a few more words from the wildcat, just so we all understand. If you pounced on this card, it means someone or something is on the prowl and searching for you to spot them or it. Stay still under your radar that something may be lurking in the shadows as you camouflage by your life's busyness or distractions. It may be completely unpredictable and ready to appear at any moment given the right circumstances and opportunity. Okay, so wildcat energy. Yes. Oh, and there's Joe. Joe, let's get you a card. Okay, Joe, you're working with discernment. Take a closer look, listen, ask questions, give yourself a minute to just really take a deep breath and don't necessarily take what's first shown to you, okay? Colin, oh, he got exploration too, stepping out of the boundaries. That's a card that's come up and come up. So time to just go ahead and push the boundaries. Go ahead, explore your options. Explore what might be out there, even if you've been told you're not allowed to have it. It says, if you pounce on this card, it means you're being asked to look and move beyond a familiar and comfortable and mark your new territory. We're getting a lot of newness this week, you guys. This is what we're hearing. New, 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 new. All right, so I'm going to kind of go back and show you. We've got the exploration combined with the information, make it up, go out there. You haven't been out there before, okay? But look what else is out there, okay? Lurking. Don't worry about the entitlement energy, but don't be entitled, but really pay attention to the fact that, that's out there. Have some courage. We're going to work on, though, having also some gratitude for everything that's come up. So see how many cards have come up as threes, and these messages really go together. I mean, they do. It's not necessarily not the same message, right? Be assertive, be direct. That was another one that came up. Let's see. But also be assertive, but also be non-attached. So this is kind of that message of like, hey, would you like to give this to me? And if somebody says no, then you kind of move on and go, okay, this isn't where I get it from. Okay. So it's just a matter of telling yourself that it's okay to ask and be direct. And it's also okay for people to say no. So that's a little bit of that message too. Okay, let's see. I'm just coming down to the end here, making sure I get them all out. Let's see. And then we're working with truth. And remember, I really was drawn on the cat that's not necessarily having the best of times, because it doesn't always have to be, positive, toxic positivity or whatever, right? All right, something new is brewing. Let me know how I can support you, and go be amazing. Bye.